Everybody, Amanda Plevel, author of multiple self-development books, business development, and natural health books, and founder of the Natural Source Company and the Success Conditioning Academy. I'm here to share with you some tidbits and some education on what I've been talking to a lot of my clients about recently is the new entrepreneurialism. If you've paid attention, things are shifting a lot, not just for us physically and emotionally and spiritually, but how we portray that out into the world. You're seeing a lot of shifting in jobs and economy. People are wanting to move into what I call a people's economy. And how does that affect us? How do we get from point A to point B and we start developing ourselves and our businesses and moving with this change of it going with a masculine 3D construct of a hierarchy to developing that inner greatness and putting that out into the world. As far as I'm telling people, clients that I'm working with, it's about expressing, it's first of all being aware and locating that inner greatness. My kids are fond of Transformers, and so I tell people all the time, it's about finding your allspark, that thing that drives your passion, that fuels your ambition to get up in the morning. That is your internal greatness, and then developing that into something that you can put out into the world. It's about learning how to expand that greatness out into the world so multiple people can make use of it. So I'm going to be doing a number of coaching videos on working once, multiplying, profiting multiply with that, because I'm thinking a lot of people are wanting, like I said, more of a people's economy. They want to be in charge of their finances. They want to be in charge of their time. They want to be in charge of their energy. They want to be in charge of what they're putting out into the world, and they want to feel good about it. They want to feel like they're making some change. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we get started on that. And I use a concentric circle diagram to show basically how to find that inner self and then what that looks like to represent that out and expand that out into the world so that you can profit multiply on something that is innate already inside of you, something that you're already good at, some skills that you already have. So using this concentric diagram, grab yourself some paper, grab a big sheet of paper if you can. I like to be big. I like to write all over the place. So I'm going to demonstrate it up here, and you can do this for yourself as I'm doing it. You see this kind of heart central, as a natural health practitioner and an energy worker, I'm constantly talking about the energy, and the heart chakra energy right now is really important. Being that greatness, finding that inner self that is here for a purpose. It really does come from the heart chakra. It's about who you are and what makes you up and what makes you valuable and useful, not by the perception of everybody else, but by your own perception. And so I kind of represent this like the heart chakra. What is it that's inside your heart? What is that passion? What are those things that you are just naturally gifted in, that you're always talking about, you're always drawn towards? What is the core of what makes you up? I was asked this by a client the other day. And she said, you're just a marvel. You're still such a mystery to me. I can't put a definition on you. And I thought, yay, I'm beyond definition. That's great. My central core is natural health. Everything that I move towards is not only, natural health, but really a holistic health, about helping each person to create a human experience that they're proud of, that brings them joy. But it comes from that innate passion that I have for this holistic health. So my heart core, is holistic health. That's my area of expertise. That's what I'm always drawn to. That's what I'm always going to come down to. Now, in the old 3D masculine hierarchical model, you have to, you think natural health, and there's only a few ways you can do that. You can go to school, and maybe you could even go to medical school, and you become a doctor, and you have appointments. Or maybe you do some natural health certification or some degree in natural health, and now you sit in front of clients and you do appointments. We have to really expand beyond that box and get out of that idea, of that limiting boxed idea of what we are able to do, what we can do with our definition. So first of all, it's about going beyond definition, but at the same time recognizing and being aware of that which defines you, I guess. I mean, what kind of draws and is natural to you. But to not see it in the same aspect that we've always seen it. You don't have to do it the same way. It's true. I'm a natural health practitioner. I could sit in front of people day in, day out, and I could see 10, 20 people a day in and out of my doors. That is not that may be what I started with, but that's not where my business has been going. It's not what I want to do. You know, at the end of my life, I tell clients all the time, this has to fit the context of your whole life. I'm big on bucket lists. Create your life from that bucket list. You know, look towards the end of your life and you're 90 years old, 100 years old. What are the experiences that you've wanted to have? What are the activities you wanted to do, the accomplishments you wanted to have? Pull that back and start planning that into your life right now. You can see there's other videos that I have done on that very fact, how to use your bucket list to create your budget, how to use your bucket list to create your time and organization. So when we're talking about this concentric circle diagram, it's about recognizing what's in the heart, but it's the activities, the ways that you put that out there has to do with your bucket list. It has to do with the experiences that you want to have. It has to fit the context of your whole life, okay? So this is where you open up and let your mind just really brainstorm. I have an expertise for natural health. I don't have to just do it as appointments, but that could be one of them. Okay, I can write that information. I can create books off of the information that I write. I can create CDs, online courses. You know, think about what is popular right now to just social need, I guess, social desire. Facebook is huge. Pinterest is huge. You should be maximizing this in your business. If you don't know how to use them, you really got to get some education on that. I'm going to be putting pins. Facebook. I could be doing seminars, classes, consultations. I could become a teacher. There's lots and lots. Just let your mind brainstorm. You know, if your heart center, let's say everything that you're all about is music, and people say you can't make a living off of music, that is an old mentality. If you are given that gift and that innate ability, I totally believe in your greatness. I think you should attach to that and start being you and put that out into the world and stop letting everybody else tell you what you can and can't do with that. If it's really your heart interest, it was put there for a reason. Figure out how you can use your expertise and make money off of it. That's just fine. You can live your whole life based on what you already know. Maybe though, you have to expand your box a little bit and not just picture the tour bus. Maybe you have to picture other ways that you can use your musical abilities, and you could come up with an amazing business that you never dreamed of. I never planned on being in natural health. I never planned on having a natural health business. I had no idea it was going to turn into this amazing day-to-day job. I can't even call it a job, but I had no idea that it was going to really turn into this, and I am so grateful every day. And it comes from, you know, being aware and then allowing yourself to think outside the box. So this is your heart central. This first realm right here, that's kind of directly affected by you. It's what you can do using your basic innate expertise. This second tier here, this is about, think of taking that heart chakra and expanding it, you know, into your life, and then expanding it even farther out into the world. So what can you do with this after you've created it? Okay. A lot of these stem from the same thing. So you see, I'm writing the books, all of these things, the CDs, the online courses, the pins, the blog, the Facebook, all of that is going to come from the one thing that I wrote. That's for another time, another video, because that's expansive in itself. Now we take all of this that you've worked once and you've built it into your immediate life. How do you now expand it even greater? It really is just about identifying that greatness and then picturing how that information can expand even farther. So the second tier, you brainstorm the same thing. And maybe now that it's, you know, I can do coaching sessions. I can do mentorships. I can do video guide on how to. Essentially now, I'm teaching other people to do this. Now I'm telling you, you think you can't profit from that innate skill that you have? That heart thing that you love to do, the music you love to create, the art you love to create, whatever it is that gives you passion, Look at all of the ways that you can build income off of that. And if you want to learn more, go to my website, theextremepotential.com. It's going to show you a lot about other videos and things that you can be watching. Watch my YouTube video, like me on Facebook. You're going to get free tips all the time about how to create income off that. That's what everybody always asks me. How do I, how this? Learn, get educated. People are out there, I'm putting out videos all the time teaching you how to profit from that. One of the big things we do is identify your worthy ideas, productize those ideas, monetize those products. That's all this is. Figure it out what's valid to you so that you're happy, what the world can use so that they're happy. So now I brainstorm all of these ways that it can expand greater. Now, perhaps this is where we're looking at radio, TV, talk shows. And when you're doing this brainstorming, I don't want you to stop and think, I can't do that. I would never be able to. Oh, I can't. You don't know. What if some celebrity finds wind of you and now you're coaching him and his whole band? You never know how it's going to happen. The point of this is to get yourself into a creative place. When you're in a creative vibration, you are very expansive. When you're in that expansion, you're literally vibrating at a higher level. When the average person will operate on a vibrational scale of like 250, which is crazy because the high creative vibrations are like 500 to 1,000. You're going to be attracting more with the law of attraction. You're going to be manifesting more. So I don't care if you say, hey, I want to be an astronaut. I want to fly to the moon. I don't care. It's putting yourself in that place of possibility, in a higher vibration so that you can attract more back to you. So that old age of, think before you act and figure things out and see what the consequences are going to be, it's not about that anymore. Obviously, you're going to be responsible. But it's about being in a place of imagination. It's about getting back to that place when you were a kid and everything was possible and you imagined everything. We stopped doing that. We can't make money off of that. I better not spend any time on that. I can't spend any energy and ambition. Baloney. It's about getting back to who you are, because guess what? You're here for a reason. Let's make use of the greatness that you have inside you. Now, where do we take it from here? Like I said, there's going to be other videos that you'll have to go on my website, theextremepotential.com, Facebook, YouTube, so that you can get more of this information. Tune in, I'm going to be doing another video. It'll look like this same picture, but I'm going to start organizing it for you. How do I plan this into my life, especially if you have a current job that you're working on? So stay tuned, look for this next video. It'll be called Work Once, Profit Multiply, How to Organize Your Time. So it was good seeing you. Amanda Plevel with thenaturalsourcecompany.com and theextremepotential.com. I will look forward to seeing you in the future.